So you're going to tell me now only which community where say you feel is that OSPAC should entrance.
First and foremost, entering the community no be the problem because even though the community no get gate, so they fit enter anywhere where they feel like say they won't enter or anywhere where they invite them to come in. But my own concern be say, if you they invite this OSPAC to your community, make sure say na better OSPAC.
Nobody fake one because so then start before fake starts now come entrance.
Before na dance park na go come go carry enter your community. So if you they say na OSPAC, make sure say na OSPAC na they invite. Because this I know say for the first time they don't do work in Omoko and do for a holder or so. No me say bad people don't go put hand inside to scatter the thing because anything where they for this country, bad people go always go join to scatter them. So now where they don't want bring them come everywhere because if you bring and come all the local government, it's as good as saying the full Port Harcourt now because now only just the riverine area and go they left out for the matter. So make them just try. Is the way they talk, make sure say na better. Which is they call them the better OSPAC they bring come. So and if they indirectly where this thing they also lead to now also the neighborhood watch where Oga Governor be don't propose before because if you check the activities of OSPAC and neighborhood watch no really they far from each other. So if now the neighborhood watch they want you start make they also tell us say na neighborhood watch follow now. But this one we don't call them OSPAC and before you know now then SPAC before you know now we SPAC before you know SPAC go full everywhere before we SPAC everything. Please let us know that is the real people we are dealing with. And August Samuel one or okay said they don't arrest this person.
And they don't arrest these people now.
Na police now.
Just the man put eye down for him to talk about this and as a chairman. That means in the photo waiting they happen now. All those people where they run they catch now, where they go thief. You understand?
Chairman of the council.
Just now when they put eye down now to tell people say this thing in their work. What is it?
Drama.
What now?
Sam.
What is it now? In short, man, I know my husband.
I got some. Honorable police is in our working with us.
Forget about.
Okay.
This is a diligent man.
One or CK.
Yes.
One no CK.
What in man or CK when say?
How you they ask? No be.
Why you carry hand up? Forget about. This is a deep. Is a deep name.
No.
The name is deep.
Well, not concern me. One no CK. That's became wasted down. Well.
Man, you see, the name there in the affect them. Make we go for this short market. We come back, Nana. Okay, one or CK, God bless you, sir. My husband will carry hand up for you. We come back after the short market. Just know it.
Hi, mommy.
Hello, my love. Missing me already?
Yes, mommy. When are you coming?
Oh, next week, darling. And I'll be bringing delicious meals for you and all your friends.
Okay, mommy. I can't wait to see you. Love you.
Love you too.
She says she's bringing food next week.
Hey! All of you, keep quiet. Oh yeah, fetch my water now. I can't be late for assembly.
Yes, SP.
Tunde, you're exempted.
Good taste creates great memories. Relive the memory of delicious meals cooked with Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes. Available in multiple variants. Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes are available at your nearest market or superstore. Mr. Chef's Seasoning Cubes, creating delightful memories.
Insecurity has become a common factor in our general language within the Nigerian space, no doubt. Not only has it become a threat, it has begun taking diverse dimension we cannot ignore, where cultism spreads and breeds evil in its every wake. A solution we seek. A desire to stop the trend is imminent. And as your number one talk station, we have taken the challenge to champion this discourse and prefer solutions. Join us at our Anti-Cultism Summit on the 6th of July at 9 a.m. Be part of the solution.
See as our madam voice going to sound like boss.
They sound like artists.
You know what? it's bad. We touch me fast now. Be part of the suit. You know when point one for the female fashion they talk.
No one
Madam,
please. We're not interested in culture.
Okay, people of Parago, this now waiting to happen. I make my quiet. I'm sorry. I need to revive her. Okay. I tell you. Okay, then, ma will call the number in case you want to put mad and tell us the community or your own community where we say say for this community you want to make us pack the entrance. Which community where they feel say they get on off pack and you want them to have us pack? So going to call the number and put mad 0817 0817 0000951 0817 WhatsApp and text message send it 070 1933996. But before you go put mat for the mattress, you know my recharge card is safe is now. You're going to spare the word Kantan Caros for me. If you can spare the word Kantan Caros, you're going to win my recharge card. And when you win the recharge card, make I know say you don't in drunk so that I can disposition of the card. Praise the Lord. So you're going to spare the word Kantan Caros. Kantan Caros. If you spell them well, I give you the recharge card. Praise the Lord. Honey, make we enter phone call here from country. People don't they call already, but forget about. Now it's officiality open. This is waiting they happen. Cause no way. Hello? And you?
Why not sick?
What you want to say you now?
Leave our chairman alone.
You leave our what thing our chairman do you?
Pastor, why not sick? What do you mean? Did you wait?
You sit down well.
Sit down well. Honestly, okay.
Did you wait enough with the strength?
Strength, who do you think of this year?
Good evening for everybody. Yeah.
Good evening,
sir. Welcome.
CAN. CAN. Is it like I talk to us?
Now. Why they ask me for middle of exam?
CAN.
CAN.
KA.
Spell them from beginning again, I beg.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Spell now.
Shame on you.
Make him finish the spelling. Make you waiting the spell.
Shame
yeah, spell.
Shame on you.
CAN.
See, make I just tell you now. Before you go enter heaven, now this thing go spell. Make I tell before you enter heaven. If you don't get an hellfire, they go so. Just take out for your mind. Any day you land there, any day you finish for this world, on heaven. I go tell you forget. I go tell Angel Gabriel. She has spell your katakaro. If you don't get a galakala more.
No worry.
Which equity? Now you say tough na don't go because if they tell equity man spell like you know Kukuma worry you carry bag you go hellfire.
You don't get time to spend here. Wait now, you don't disgrace me. They call my name.
I want to make I think now also been a fat pack.
Na fat pack.
Na Nepal pack.
Nepal.
I think what of you back community you bring to do that time.
Okay, me then go here. Do you community?
Me fat pack go you back community.
Okay, now they want me then go. Okay, no.
Even we change your one side don't report you back so you don't tire.
Okay, now buying the report now. No be you buy again.
I want to with what an room dele.
Okay, no problem. Thankful. Okay, make we pick the next one here for the next arrow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pastor Didi, how are you?
Jima.
My pastor. I greet you, man of God.
Good evening, welcome.
Walking to Jimba. Thank you very much. Today. Nah, the Gary will see you. That Gary will see you for Instagram. No need to finish that Gary.
Just now.
Today. Is there any recharge card?
Now you go spell Kantan Caros for me now. Spell Kantan Caros.
Kantan Caros.
You know, say every Tuesday and Thursday the recharge card must day now. So spell Kantan Caros for me now.
Hey. Okay.
Why Johnny? Hey.
No, now make a try now.
Okay.
Okay. Want to go?
CAN.
CAN.
KE.
OU.
Hi. Hi. You know get them now.
Sorry. Kerous.
You say your name now, waiting.
My name is Ahunti Chima.
No, just leave Chima. No cool that face one. I go confused. I don't want to run mad. Yours, Chima. See, spell them the way we see nobody go spell them. That your first name before you put Chima. Waiting your last number stop with. Your last two number. Waiting is stop with.
My last two number was 4. My last two number.
Waiting your last two phone number stop with now.
0909.
09.
Yes.
Okay, so waiting you go rule, You go. I think you know our WhatsApp text message now. You know the number.
Yes.
Make I call them for you. 070-1933-9962. Or you send it now so that I will be a referral to your accountancy.
Oh, I don't get them.
You get them. Now are when you be in first miss, but the Spirit of God spoke to you and you care to arrangement yourself. Congratulative.
Thank you very much.
Oh, as you get them, let me know.
Issue of OSPAC.
Yes.
Let me appreciate the able chairman of the local government.
Oh, Jace, he's doing well.
Somewhere. Authority, one of
CK.
Yes. He has done well. I want to commend his proactiveness.
Oh, Jace.
I want also my chairman, Emoha, please replicate the same. You need to send us back to my community, especially Rumodogo community.
Rumodogo?
My brother.
Now, don't go live in they say for you.
In US.
My brother.
Hi.
My brother.
They said don't go live for you.
My brother. From that name. From that name, Mokona Dona own Ospak no they come. If you be Ospak, you go for that kind of place.
Now people when they say don't go live, they say for you.
If Ospak, you go for where they call Rumodogo. We are not coming.
Now waiting now.
No, it's not Rumodogo.
We are not coming. My brother, whether dog or dogo. That's why there's dog there. We are not coming. Whether dogo or dogo, it's the same thing.
It's not dogo, listen.
Dogo.
Dog daddy.
As long as DOG down.
Just now, and he end with O. Forget about.
I bet call on the way I want to.
Rumodogo.
Yes.
Rumodogo.
Emoha local government.
Rumodogo.
One of the best communities.
We know now. We know at you.
Wait till us back on the fine condition, if not the best.
Okay, but no upcoming thief they did. Upcoming thief they did.
No, Pastor Tidi. You know, say our security challenge is not peculiar. It's everywhere.
Okay.
But I want my chairman
to replicate.
You understand? Let me replicate what this chairman has done now.
Ingo use reptile spirit replicate. No worry.
At least we can see with our 2 eyes closed.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Because other people they are called. Oh, yeah, send your this thing. You send it now, Send your number and your name so that I can do a referral. God bless you to my brotherhood. Hey, one great my husbandry. I don't cut the call.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Inside morning.
Evening, afternoon, my brotherhood. Udoma.
Aga?
Evangelism.
What do you mean by evangelism?
Pastor, they go evangelism.
Get members. Get
members. Evangelism. Evangelist.
Okay, you're evangelist.
We say evangelism. Evangelism is the
is the process.
Okay. Wow, I don't learn that one today.
Thank you. Welcome.
Now, Akanimo they call inside Port Harcourt.
Akanimo.
Say.
Akanimo.
Nah, brother for the other side, not be for this side.
We know.
Okay, now welcome.
Akanimo. Orazi.
Make I swear Udeme.
Okay, spell them now.
UD.
Spell now.
UDEME.
UDEME. You go school. Yeah. No worry. Maybe next week Tuesday you go win recharge card. Now Kantan card or someone made in spell today.
Wedding card.
You go win wedding card next week Tuesday. Oh, Jace.
Now say which local government where Ospak go?
Jace, which one where you want made and go?
Me, I want me to call my own community.
Okay, now.
My community na Sambisa Forest.
Oh, na leaf.
Now there be my community.
So na the chop leaf where we and grass for the.
Yes, so.
Side
Then go fit on that side.
Na house park from the name, you don't know say the fee entrance. They don't enter anywhere now. Just now.
Now we say in a short time, Nigeria will have peace.
Yes.
Wait till this. Wait. You should not wait. Mbise.
Now.
Local government for where Mbise short time Nigeria will have peace. Okay. Easy. Take it easy. No go. Easy. I think you be a Rasi man.
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sambisa Forest.
Now they ain't say you come from now.
No problem. Bye. Go back to your forest.
Thankfully.
Okay.
Honey, we go don't get this message for the Abby. Because the thing they on now. Okay, people of Oracle, this now waiting they happen. This now the laugh ambassadoria where they give you the laughter and word of God. My husband is going back in the short the flux to take this message and tell you what the Lord is saying to his people. Praise the Lord. Okay, before you open the WhatsApp and text message, more pick 1 or 2 call. 1 more minute on the road. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, Jess.
Baba Tunde, I talk to you.
Baba Tunde, you don't tell how you be now.
I did. I try to call when you do program, but many people they call now.
Say, Kuyares in no face. You know, say.
Chop your card now, Abi.
No worry, you go chop our card. We go chop the card very soon. Your turn for miracle can be next week on Tuesday.
Okay, amen.
Mem.
Where me I want make us back come, eh?
Oh, Jess.
God give them strength, a lot of strength. Make them come.
Come with.
Look me.
Okay,
Look me.
Okay, make them come there.
Make them come there. In fact, our local government chairman never talk to them. Make it spread them. No.
So make them come there.
Make them come to Lumini, especially in Bodaya. Because if you live in Bodaya, if you know just private car, anything after 7 for you to get a car or motor to enter there now.
See, Babatunde. Babatunde, you dey hear me?
I dey hear you.
See, make I advise you, Abi.
Spark na keke.
I dey hear you.
Okay. Babatunde. See, no fake so, that place where you call, make I advise you. If you just pack come out for the you okay rest of mind. You dey hear me?
Why
the way the name they sound safe. The way they sound, you be like say that place.
The community they okay. I think the community past 10 years now.
On a decade.
The community.
On a decade light for the.
The light not the one community problem. Na Nigerian problem.
On another decade light now.
Not the one community. Not the only one community get am. Apart of the light, the another thing I know say they na road. For you to enter there now, all the road now don't scatter. So make us use this your media now. Remember our governor, making come pick us, come walk the road for us.
Yeah. Go back your body.
Babatunde,
you know what you work out before you reach your body. From Mewofe, you come begin go down, enter the Molumri, go enter body.
And those Ospak na big boys in there, you know, need stress.
But just say if possible, Ospak should take over security architecture from the police all over the state. He came back on half and talk that one.
Okay.
So I say, no Ospak at Ikwere. Who is at Ikwere is governor. Mr. Project, Sweet Baby. I don't understand this, what you mean by that one. Okay. Who's that one? Okay, Chima, don't send the name.
Okay.
Say, Pastor, good evening. Okay, Ngozi. Now you know that one where you talk. That's a personal issue. I don't hear you. Okay, this other one say good PM. The rest of them and my honorable. I thank God for the Ospak. The way this Ospak self, people don't even spell them. As in they spell this one ALLSPAK. Ospak. No be Ospak. Oh, now OSPAC. Ospak. And you want to not spell the name self, you don't have a person here. They say, okay, I want them to visit Ogoni. Hey, hello you. especially Konobua.
Okay,
let the spirit of God go with them.
This will.
You see a bad human being. You don't go and send your fellow human being go.
I tell you now.
You don't go. You know the community. They send your fellow human being
to Korea
to go to Ogoni. God is watching you.
I tell you now.
No problem. Now we don't here for now.
Okay, now I don't there. Okay, now make we interphone call here from people. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, Jess.
Oh, my name is Noble, calling from Elias.
Noble, welcome.
When I own my card, because the last one I will when I send my which I send, I never see anything.
It depends on the time you send them, because we know the old person recharge card. Maybe you send them when we say time don't passes. Now you be the first person to complain now. But don't worry, we believe in God again. You will get another recharge card.
Okay, yeah. Okay, about the hospital or whoever. I think they're even more active than police now. Because police who have been in that road, that East West Road side, where the kidnapper have been terrorizing people, they have not been able to arrest those guys. But us just enter motor, disperse themselves, and arrest those people. So I think that, in fact, we don't police again. Make us take over.
Okay.
Make the police people. Make governor open farm for them. Let them go farm for one in either village like that.
Okay.
I don't understand.
No, make them go farm.
That's make police go to farm.
Yeah, they're not a woman, they're not a top.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, made them go farm.
So police now turn to farmers, while farmers will not turn to house park. Police.
Because they have to keep
confused human being.
I think when I see what they do on a man, is it from Cool FM or also?
Our Manchina.
But they're not that strength to go and let those bad boys. Now to innocent people. That will destroy people. So let them go farm, go suffer themselves there.
Okay.
Right. No problem.
It's a good idea. It's a
very good one, Abby. It is.
Can call it police farmers.
Police farmers.
Okay, this was good evening, Pastor and them. My name is Mazi God. I'm watching again. Now us park, they do police work. Chai shame to police. Waiting they know not to molest innocent citizens like me and Kofi. That Borajia police. I beg, make us park come Lekaya for Calabo. Which guy Calabo? Room Calabo waiting. Can't do waiting. Room Calabo na police. Room Calabo no be police. Okay, this was a good afternoon, my brother. PH Ospark coming to Query LG is a welcome development. We love Ospark. This one is saying own Ospark now. OUSPK.
Ospark.
This does not have translation.
No, Ospark. No.
This is OSPK.
Ospark.
So it's doing a good work. That is the best for our state farm. Felice from Igrita. And I think this person said when they come acquire land also. It should emulate, but other areas should emulate acquire land. We are dialoguing with our youths, i.e. Uchebeke. Okay, that means they don't start the dialogue with their own youth.
You see, there's improvement.
Ospark.
Yes.
So, in fact, myself, this evening, I go for my own Ospark.
Yes.
This other one say, the man pastor, good evening. We need Ospark in Librada and Moha, and they should come and help Prince from Elioma.
That is all. Okay, honey, get anybody where they do birthday today? We want to wish happy birthday.
No God.
Okay, you not get anybody.
Birthday don't finish.
Okay, me I get okay, I not go. Okay, tomorrow on Saturday I mean to say only matrimony between na captain because na military person. Hey, Mr. Samuel Edet Udo and in beautiful wifey to be they be nurse, she be nurse too. Lady Blessing Saturday. You go see I'm say two people where we say one they shoot, one they treat person, 9 come together and it's not come marriage. It is well. God bless your union on Saturday, Jace. You catch me live for Lagos bus stop area. Now there where they do the reception and it to be a shutdown. We will go there to show all of our love. Happy married life in advance and happy birthday to everybody. We say today na your birthday. Even if we don't know on our face to face, but we know say all of us are sit down for radio. They listen to this beautiful stationery. Happy birthday. We're gonna carry this song by Yoromi, Dickines, Simi, with the comeback now.
Want to be your lover, oh baby, call me later. For la people, CBO, talk to your friend, oh, Joromi, baby, oh, Joromi.
Okay, we don't come back from that short market. Okay, make we enter phone call here from country people. Okay, this one done disconnection. In the next 3 minutes, we are out of the studio from 5:55 now advert. But so let us seize the moment and summarize the little thing we get to talk about in us back. Hello? Good evening.
Today.
Oh, Jay, say you ne come in and udo ide afid. I mean, young. What does he have for me?
Pastor Delia.
Here now, how would my rough be here?
Pastor.
Okay, good evening.
Pastor, how your side now?
Which side?
Now, what's back? Don't reach there.
What did they find for my side? Am I a kidnapper?
Okay, Nano,
we come.
Nano, from Mobile.
I'm Ogba.
Correct boy with open tip.
I call Omogba. No say Moha. Why you fear Moha now? No, be starting Muslim man dead. I don't die.
People they marry from there.
Why? You love this community. Okay, no problem.
Pastor.
I
want to start now. Let them go between that road waiting from the church. Those boys, I don't know where to find there. Those children, they don't allow us pass.
From a church to Mama.
Get one road between the boundary.
Waiting today.
Waiting to Mama. Those children, they don't allow us pass that side. More time they will come take over that place. I want to pass. Let them come here to church people.
Okay.
No, they will be there.
Okay. All right. Brother, making remain there. We don't need them for time. All right.
Okay, thankful. Okay, honey. If like I say we go sign out, honey, sign out so that we can go.
All right, bye.
Like that? Okay, pull up for our God and customer to Tukban. We came, we saw, we concurious. Love you all.
He don't come home. Oh yeah, make we go there. He don't come home. Hey, Chief Awoyemi, the director of Awoyemi Herbal Healing Home. That man from Ile-Ife, the cradle of Yorubas at Ife Abure, Omadade Oworemo. Now at Street 2, back of Seco Company, Ibruta Port Harcourt. Come there, my people. We must not be careless of any disease, either infectious, deficiency, hereditary, physiological, or psychological. All we need is to be guided and concerned. Herbal Mercy has potent ingredients that can be used as food. We also have machines to trace and know the kind of disease in your body and what to do. Chief Awoyemi Herbal Healing Home at New Stadium Road, back of Seco Company, Igruta Port Harcourt. Call him on 081 341 849 88. Again, 081 341 849 88. Awoyemi Herbal Healing Home, now in Port Harcourt. My good people of our land, I want to welcome you to this special program. The program that will be of good benefit to the listeners. My name is Tomogun Olubumi. Today, we shall be talking about what can be done when any part of our body is not functioning well. What to be done when there is failure at where you are supposed to meet success. Now, let me welcome our guest on today's program. The man is a specialist on how to overcome obstacles to success. Chief, you are welcome on today's program.
I greet you, my good people in River State and environment. My name is Chief Awoyemi Awodele. I'm from Ile-Ife, where we have more respect for culture and tradition. I'm a traditionalist who always use herbs to help who are not in good condition. it is part of my duty to know the source of the illness and what can be done to solve the problem.
Thank you very much, Chief. What role exactly is culture or tradition playing in the life of people medically?
Thank you, my presenter. Cultural practice and tradition serve many purposes. They help to divine and create community. They also have healing qualities. Source of illness can be known through tradition. There are some people with good certificate but without job. Beautiful ladies without husband. Marriage without fruit, that is, no child. Business without buoyant profits. No injection or capsule can cure this because they are attacked. What they need is prayer. But some people that have pains in their body or that cannot sleep well in the night because of their medical situation, what they need is tradomedical attention. This is what we do in our office. And there are some equipment that can diagnose when you are coming. Drop at Amechi Flying Over, New Stadium Road, Amechi New Road, Street 2, back of Sico Company, Igrita, Port Harcourt. Call me on this number, 081 341 84988. Once again, 081 341 84988. We care, but God cure. God bless you all.
My people, this is where we shall be drawing the curtain on today's program. For guidance, counseling, or any inquiry, you can now go to Awoyemi's office. My name is Tomogun Olubumi.
He don't come home, Awoyemi Aba. Oya make we go there, he don't come home.
Hey, Chief Awoyemi, the director of Awoyemi Herbal Healing Home. That man from Ile-Ife, the cradle of Yorubas. At Ife Abure, Omadade Oworemo. Now at Street 2, back of Seco Company, Ibruta, Port Harcourt. Come there. My people, we must not be careless of any disease. Either infectious, deficiency, hereditary, physiological, or psychological. All we need is to be guided and consent. Herbal Mercy has potent ingredients that can be used as food. We also have material to trace and know the kind of disease in your body and what to do. Chief Awoyemi Herbal Healing Home at New Stadium Road, back of Seco Company, Igrota, Port Harcourt. Call him on 081 341 849 88. Again, 081 341 849 88. Awoyemi Herbal Healing Home, now in Port Harcourt.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today 95.1 FM.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Good evening. This is the World News at 6 on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Kala Dakurubatovo. The headlines. On the point. Ninth House of Representative holds first plenary after members' inauguration. People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar pray Presidential Tribunal to order Independent National Electoral Commission to grant them access to inspect Commission server. Youth in Ogoni communities call for more deployment of security operatives and special security summit for youths in the area. On the foreign scene, Indian police arrest yet to be identified Nigerian over allegations of fraud. Now, the details. The Ninth House of Representative has held its first plenary after members were inaugurated on Tuesday, June 11, 2019. The Speaker, Femi Gbajabiamila, swore in Musa Saki Ada, who was absent at the Tuesday's inauguration. The oath of office was administered by the Clerk of the House, Patrick Giwa, at plenary in Abuja. The House, at its maiden plenary, entertained two motions of urgent public importance bordering on security and environmental hazards. The Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, has sworn in a 12-member ad hoc committee to liaise with the management of the National Assembly on housekeeping issues. The committee, which has as chairman Senator Abubakar Kyari, is expected to work out the allocation of seats in the chamber as well as the allocation of offices to the senators. The committee, whose assignment starts immediately, will work with the clerk of the Senate and is expected to submit its report within 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the lawmakers have adjourned plenary for 2 weeks to enable the management of the federal parliament come up with acceptable arrangements for the lawmakers' office accommodation. They will resume on July 2. Meanwhile, the majority of Nigerian senators have voted against a motion to debate President Muhammadu Buhari's Democracy Day speech in plenary. The motion to scrutinize the speech was moved by Estefanos Gyang of PDP, Plateau State. Coming under Order 52 of the Senate Standing Order, Gyang asked his colleagues through the Senate President Ahmad Lawan to grant him the leave to present a motion on a matter of public importance. The lawmaker was, however, caught short by Lawan, who asked to seek the consent of other senators to entertain the motion, which the majority of the lawmakers voted against when he did, and the motion was consequently shut down. Highlights of the speech delivered at Eagle Square, Abuja on Wednesday include a proposal for the renaming of the National Stadium after the widely acclaimed winner of the 1993 election, Moshood Abiola. The People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, have prayed the Presidential Tribunal to order the Independent National Electoral Commission to grant them access to inspect the commission's server. The PDP also prayed the tribunal to give it permission to inspect other electronic gadgets used by INEC in the February 23 presidential election. PDP and Atiku, in their petition before the tribunal, are claiming that they won the February 23 presidential election in view of the results fed by the INEC server. Meanwhile, INEC has insisted that it had no electronic server being sought to be accessed and inspected by the PDP and its presidential candidate in the February 23, 2019 presidential election, Atiku. The commission had earlier denied the existence of such server in its reply filed on April 10, 2019 to oppose Atiku and PDP's petition pending before the five-man tribunal. The Labour Party has re-elected its national chairman Alhaji Abdul Kader Abdul Salam alongside other national officers to lead the party for the next 4 years under a keenly contested and peaceful national convention of the party held in Akwanga, Nasarawa State. The elected national vice chairman includes Sunday Innocent Okeke for Southeast, Comrade Bode Simon Southwest, Prince Favor Ruben South-South, Comrade Adi Shirisha North Central, Al-Khali Ibrahim Mohammed Northeast, and Umar Faouk Ibrahim Northwest. While Julius Abure emerged the party's national secretary, Kennedy Chigoze and Alhaji Saleh Lawan were elected deputy national secretaries, respectively. Senate President Ahmad Lawan has sworn in former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, as a senator. This comes a day after the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC issued him a certificate of return in obedience to a court order. Senator Okorocha will represent the Imo West Senatorial District at the Red Chamber. Nigerians have remained positive over the peaceful democratic system of the country. Some residents of Port Harcourt who spoke on the backdrop of Nigerian celebration of 20 years civilian rule said the country's nascent democracy has the capacity to grow as long as there is no military interference. Respondents in an interview with correspondent Funaya Obeme Ndukwe added that the declaration of June 12 as the new Democracy Day will serve as a reminder that Nigeria has the capacity to develop.
Marks the best election ever Nigeria have done. That's why we are recognizing Abiola as the first person who did free and fair election in Nigeria because of it was free and fair election. Compare with what have been happening in Nigeria. We've not done anything.
It was celebrating in the sense that democracy in Nigeria today has been sustained. No military intervention. At least we should celebrate that.
Because there are some basic necessities we have not gotten. Even those who we elect as our representative, they are not representing us well because they are taking it as their own personal
and agricultural system.
June 12 is what I think the world gave back to this one. I thank God. For the last 20 years, incapability of military taking over. That's my job.
The River State University has said there is no going back on the movement of faculties of social sciences and humanities to the proposed outer campus of the university. Vice Chancellor of River State University, Professor Blessing Didier, gave this indication while granting audience to the chairman of the East Council of Traditional Rulers, King Felix Otuwarikpo, in Port Harcourt. Professor Didier said the management of the university was working with relevant stakeholders in the area to create the enabling environment for smooth teaching and learning when the campus is ready.
The Ahoda campus has been decreed and signed by the governor. I have been able to go there and see the site. Right now, they are drawing up all the architectural items that will be there so that the government can start constructing what it is. But on our own part here, we have been working hard, knowing that once government finishes whatever they will construct there, we will be required to move immediately. So we have established the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences to be the first to move to Ahoda. So what we are doing here is to strong those faculties. I have no doubt that to be a peaceful place, once we move in there, we'll work with everybody and make sure that things will work out well.
In the meantime, the chairman of the East Council of Traditional Rulers, King Felix Otuwarikpo, said the traditional institution in Ekpe has put machinery in motion to ensure early commencement of academic activities at the campus. The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, says it has completed about 5,000 projects across the 9 states of the region. Acting Managing Director of NDDC, Professor Nelson Brambaifa, disclosed these at a June 12 interactive session with stakeholders in Port Harcourt. Professor Brambaifa, in his address, appealed to the people of the region to protect the projects put in place by the NDDC.
We build our internal rules, all in Delta State. We are committed to completing projects across all the states of the region and delivering them to the people. I'm happy to inform you that NDDC has so far completed over 5,000 projects. We will commission them, or to achieve this, we will be needing our stakeholders to perform commissioning of many other projects. They are all your projects, and our committee must own them all. Also, I and my team, at this point, let me introduce.
Our correspondent reports that some stakeholders at the event complained about the number of abandoned projects, especially in Ondo and Cross River states. The River State Police Commander said that the explosion that occurred at a popular shopping mall in Port Harcourt was not a terror attack. Spokesman of the command, DSP Nnamdi Omoni, said this while confirming the explosion at the mall that shared perimeter fence with the government house on Thursday. DSP Omoni also said no life was lost to the explosion which occurred, but 5 persons were injured. The police added that while normal activities have resumed at the mall, the police has launched a full investigation with a view to unraveling the cause of the incident. You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
You're still listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. Welcome back. Now, the rest of the news. Youths in Ogoni communities have called for more deployment of security operatives and special security summit for youths in the area for the return of peace in Ogoni land. They also called on stakeholders to intensify efforts in ending the resurgence of cold violence that have continued to destroy the people. Youth President of Bamboe community in Kana local government area, Damiel Dumale, said cold clashes have continued despite series of warning by the government.
Gunmen invaded my community and started shooting sporadically. That shooting leads to loss of life and properties destroyed. And I'm using this medium to also call on the entire Ogoni to come into this matter, and the state government and the federal government. Investors will not come into where there is crisis. I'm using this medium to call on the Nigerian army to wade into this matter. I'm using this medium to call on the Nigerian police to wade into this matter and put an end to this.
The Chief of Army Staff, Tuko Buratai, has commended the Nigerian Army for restoring normalcy to the creeks of the Iteto volatile Niger Delta, thereby increasing the level of socio-economic activities in the region. He gave the commendation while speaking at the annual June 12 lecture of the Unity Health Foundation and the Garden City Leadership Initiative, where he was a special guest of honor. Buratai, who was represented by the General Officer commanding 6th Division of the Army and Land Component Commander of Operation Delta Safe, Jamil Saham, admitted that the security challenges facing the country at the moment have stretched the police, military, and indeed other security agencies in personnel and resources. He, however, promised that the Army was poised and committed to live to its constitutional responsibility by ensuring that all threats to the country's national security were defeated at the earliest possible time. Buratai also hailed the organizers of the annual lecture, saying the initiative proved that the next generations were ready to take over the mantle of leadership of the country and tackle the challenges of their time. Justice Adolphus Enebili of the High Court in Port Harcourt has ordered that the second accused person in the murder of the 8-year-old Chikamso Victory Onwu Amabue in Eliozi area of Port Harcourt, Ugochukwu Nwamiro, be brought to court to enter defense on the matter. Justice Enebili, while overruling a no-case submission filed by Nwamiro's lawyer, said the application was filed at the wrong time when other defendants in the matter are yet to give their evidence. The court held that the prosecution has proved a prima facie case that the second accused person, Ugochukwu Nwamiro, should give evidence on the matter to know if he has any link with the matter. Sonye John Inda, who is the counsel to the second accused person, Ugochukwu Nwamiro, told newsmen that there are no evidence against his client that he committed the alleged offense.
We filed a no-case submission, which the court has overruled today. And I thank God in course of the ruling of the court. He did not say the reason for asking him to defend was because he was found with issues that he must explain out himself. The court said in his own good mouth that the application overstepped because the application came when all other defendants have not defended. Maybe if this application had come when other defendants have defended, Ugochukwu Nwamiro would have been set free. And I am strongly holding that he will be set free because from the evidences put up in this court, the man is innocent to the core.
Correspondent Uchendia Jowo reports that the State Council, Chidi spoke on why the court faulted the application.
This is the notorious case of Ifa Idike and two others, a murder case that was being prosecuted by my former director, Ayo Torobio Esquire, but has been handed over to me to continue from where he stopped the matter. Today, the matter was adjourned for ruling on a no-case submission made by the second defendant, which we also opposed it. And the court delivered this ruling today. In its ruling, the court overruled the submission of the second defendant and ordered that the second defendant should enter a defense, that the state has made out a case that he should stand trial.
Police personnel attached to Ishoku Division have arrested and handed over a man and his wife to the State Criminal Investigation Department over the murder of one Chief Benson Amadi. Chief Benson Amadi is reported to have been stabbed to death by a woman who was allegedly having issues with his wife at Omagu community in Ikwe local government area of Rivers State. A brother of the slain Chief Benson Amadi, who confirmed the incident to our correspondent, said the woman, who is the caretaker of a particular yard in Omwagwa, had a misunderstanding with the late Chief Amadi's wife. He said in the course of the controversy, the woman allegedly stabbed Chief Amadi on his chest while trying to stab the wife, leading to Chief Amadi's death. Our source said his brother died on his way to the hospital and had been deposited at the mortuary, while the woman and her husband have been transferred to State CID for investigation. On the foreign scene, the Delhi police have arrested a yet-to-be-identified Nigerian for allegedly duping dozens of Indians under a fraudulent scheme. The matter came to light after two persons who have been collectively duped of more than $200,000 approached the police. According to the police, the Nigerian has been staying illegally in India and has duped a number of people, mainly from the southern states, the police said. In another news, has secured the highest number of votes in the first ballot to select the Conservative Party leader and next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. In the secret ballot held in the House of Commons, 3 contenders, Mac Apper, Andrea Leadsom and Esther McVie, have been knocked out. After all 313 Conservative MPs voted in the first ballot, Johnson, who received 114 votes, came first. Jeremy Hunt was second with 43 and Michael Gove came third with 37 votes. 7 candidates progressed to the next round of voting next week. Meanwhile, the 2 most popular MPs will be put to Tory party members in the final vote later this month. The winner of the contest to succeed Theresa May is expected to be announced in the week of 22nd July. Championship side West Brom has announced former Croatia and West Ham boss Slaven Bilic as their new coach. The Baggies have appointed Bilic on a 2-year deal as the permanent successor to replace Darren Moore, who was controversially sacked in March with West Brom sitting fourth. James Shan was put in temporary charge until the end of the season, but West Brom's hopes of immediately bouncing back to the top flight were ended by defeat on penalties to Aston Villa in the playoff semi-finals. Now, to end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. The Ninth House of Representatives has held its first plenary after the inauguration of its members. The People's Democratic Party and its presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar have prayed the Presidential Election Tribunal to order the Independent National Electoral Commission to grant them access to inspect its server. Youths in Ogoni communities have called for the deployment of more security operatives and a special security summit for youths in the area. And on the foreign scene, we told you that the Indian police have arrested a yet-to-be-identified Nigerian over allegations of fraud. That was the news as edited by Victor Aziama. For comments and enquiries, please call 0815-341-8657 or 0814-434-3502 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. I am Kala Dakaru Batubor. Thank you for listening. Good evening and stay tuned to Today 95.1 FM.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
We, the Enlarged Executive Council, and the entire members of the Kalabari Unity Project Initiative for Good Governance, KUPIG, in conjunction with our amiable soul patron, Engineer Victor Obuzo, JP, joyfully congratulate our visionary, credible, and a prominent Kalabari leader, Honorable Dr. Tammy Danagogo, JP, on your well-deserved divine appointment as the Secretary to the State Government and successful swearing-in by His Excellency Chief Barrister Yesom Ezewanwike, CON, GSSRS, POS Africa, and your subsequent assumption of office. We KUPIG are happy and grateful to God Almighty. SSG, sir. This is a clear testimony to your initiative, hard work, dedication, commitment, and the love you have for the new vision government of Chief Barrister Yesom Wike. Sir, as we felicitate with you on your well-deserved appointment as SSG, with joy and happiness in our heart, we thank His Excellency Chief Barrister Yesom Ezewanwike, Mr. Project, for finding you worthy to serve in his cabinet. Once again, we say congratulations. We pray that the Almighty God grant you the good heart, strength, courage, and wisdom you need to creditably carry out your functions in line with His Excellency Digital Vision policies. This is signed by Honorable Comrade Jerry Oswald, the President General of the Kalabari Unity Project Initiative for Good Governance, KUPIG, and the Public Relations Officer, Mr. Impaka Idoniboye.
Here I come with my voice, here to win. It's my choice. You can dream if you believe. Give it all you've got. They are fast, I am faster. They are strong, but I'm stronger. I'm the best, so I pick up my chest. My dream, my speed, and my
Good evening, football lovers, and welcome to yet another exciting edition of Soccer Nation, the best 15 minutes of football you can get anywhere on radio. My name is Victor Oriahi, and of course, in the next quarter of an hour, I will be taking you through major stories making the rounds in the ever exciting world of football. Of course, on the menu today, we have stories from the Future Eagles, yes, the under-15 side, not to forget the Super Falcons, of course, and bringing you the latest from the European scene as well.
I've always been destined to win. Yo, my speed and stability, all my ability came from within. As long as I see my potential, there's no limit to what I'll achieve. Yo, give it up for the master. See how I master my dreams.
I am faster, they are strong, but I'm stronger. I'm the best, so I pick up my chest. My dream, my speed, and my strength give me the power to win.
Yes, that was definitely the song Eyimba. Yes, that was definitely what they were singing yesterday as they clinched the NPFL title for a record 8th time. Meanwhile, the Flying Antelopes gaffer, talking about Coach Benga Ogumbote, is grateful for the helping hand from his former club. Enugu Rangers coach Benga Ogumbote has expressed his delight after his team confirmed their CAF Confederation Cup tickets from the Nigeria Professional Football League Super 6 in Lagos yesterday. The Flying Antelopes beat Ifa Yuba 4-2 in their last match of the playoffs. They also waited for the outcome of the Enyimba and Aqua United fixture to be sure of their fate. Thankfully for the Flying Antelopes, coach Usman Abdallah's men got the job done with a big win over the Promise Keepers. Yes, he says, quoting him, he says it was a good game as our opponents gave a good account of themselves, but we thank God for the victory, which has enabled us to get a continental ticket, as Enyimba have done us a favor, as it were, Ogumbote told the club's official website. He went for that to say, no doubt the injuries in our team were huge, and it took its toll on us and the chances we had in this playoffs. We hope that before the start of the new season, we should have overcome the series of injuries and challenges very well for the Continental Shield. The Flying Antelopes received 8 points, yes, from 5 games and finished third on the log behind camp champions Kano Pillar and second place champions Enyimba and second place Kano Pillars in the just concluded championship playoffs.
The best, so I pick up my chest. My dream, my speed, and my strength give me the power to win.
Meanwhile, other matches yesterday saw Enugu Rangers beat Ifa Yuba 4-2. Enyimba beat Aqua United 3-0 as well as Kano Pillars edging out Lobby Stars by a 73rd minute penalty from Ifeanyi Nweke.
In my dreams, that's my way. I never surrender, reaching much further, more than any other. Beyond the sky, there's no limit. I'm flying.
Yes, let's also tell you that the under 15 side, yes, the Future Eagles, that's what they are called. Yes, they defeated their Mexican counterparts 3-1 in their opening match of the 2019 International Dream Cup tournament in Miyagi, Japan. The match was played hours before the Super Falcons took the pitch against Korea Republic in the FIFA Women's World Cup in France and earned a sweet win. Egisionu got Nigeria in front of the 44th minute as the Future Eagles led 1-0 at halftime. Yes, Adeleke Oluwatobi made it 2-0 for Nigeria in the 55th minute before Adeyeye Damilola added another in the 72nd minute. Mexico's lone goal came in the 78th minute, and the Future Eagles will now confront the host nation, Japan, under 16 squad at the same venue tomorrow. Speaking on the victory, coach Usman Haruna told the NFF.com, I am happy with the performance of the boys in this first match. Our focus now is on the encounter with the host nation. We expect that match to be tougher as we will also prepare harder to achieve the victory.
Give me the power to win.
Meanwhile, Super 8 Falcons forward Asisa Toshuala was awarded the player of the match in Nigeria's 2-0 win over South Korea, their second Group A match of the ongoing 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup. Oshuala sealed Nigeria's win with a goal from a sublime effort in the 75th minute after Korea Republic skipped the Yon netted an own goal in the 29th minute. Oshoala left the pitch later in the game in the 83rd minute, and the spectators appreciated her contribution with loud applause from across the terrace. Meanwhile, the Super Falcons head coach Thomas Dennerby says his team played to instructions following their 2-0 victory over Korea Republic at the start of the Apos. Barcelona striker, of course, Assis Oshoala got the goal. Speaking after the game, the coach believes the African champions can get better of the French ladies in the next game if they replicate their form. He says, today our discipline was better than against Norway. No mistakes at all. If we can be as compact as we were today, don't let teams overplay us in midfield and find passes through. We know we'll get opportunities for players like Asisat. The players followed our match plan, and that's all you can ask. Now we go to play France, a really good team. If we can come out with a point, everyone would be extremely happy. The win means Nigeria are third on the Group A log with 3 points, and we hope to get a good result against the host Les Bleus on Monday. Yes, so let's also tell you that in the cover of the Super Eagles, the MFF has come out to tell us that the friendly between the Super Eagles and the Teranga Lions of Senegal will be played behind closed doors. Yes, that match is supposed to happen on Sunday, and yes, the NFF said they agreed with the Senegalese Football Federation, and that match will be happening behind closed doors. Before we go over to the European scene, let's just tell you a little bit of what is happening right there at the FIFA Women's World Cup.
Yo, my speed and stability.
Right now, Australia are currently locking horns with Brazil, and yes, they've done an amazing job coming from 2 goals down. Right now, they are leading 3-2. That match is in the 70th minute. Brazil went ahead, courtesy of a penalty kick from Mata, yes, the veteran right there, before Christian, the one who got the hat-trick in the first game, in the Brazil's first game, got the second goal at the 38th minute. Just at the brink of halftime, Kathleen Ford got the goal for Australia, and in the second half, Logazo got the goal in the 58th minute, as well as an own goal from Brazilian Monica. Later tonight, South Africa would face China in hopes to get their first point, or their first point, yes, in the FIFA Women's World Cup, as they are currently bottom of the Group B table. Yes, tomorrow it will be Jamaica up against Italy, as Japan would also do battle with Scotland in Group D, as well as England locking horns with Argentina. Over now to the European scene, well, we can tell you that Liverpool will lift the curtain on the new Premier League season against Norwich. Yes, the fixtures for next season is actually out. Jurgen Klopp's face Championship winners Norwich at Anfield on August 9 in the first of 4 matches in the opening weekend of the fixtures. Tottenham also face a promoted side in the form of playoff winners Aston Villa. Newcastle would host Arsenal before Chelsea would play Manchester United. That is just the day 1 fixture. Chelsea playing Manchester United at Old Trafford. Premier League champions Manchester City begin their title defense away at West Ham on Saturday, August 10th, with Pep Guardiola's side to meet Liverpool at Anfield on the 9th of November before the return at the Etihad on the 4th of April 2020. Liverpool, who missed out on the title by a single point on the final day of last season, face a tough end to the new campaign away at Arsenal, at home to Chelsea, and then away at Newcastle. That would be May 2nd, May 9th, May 17th, 2020 consecutively. Manchester City finished with Bournemouth at home May 2nd, Watford away May 9th, and Norwich at home on the final day.
Reaching much further, more than any other, beyond the sky, there's no limit. I'm flying
Meanwhile, Norwich City boss
I've always been destined to.
Pardon me for that. Norwich City's boss, Fox, says he will have no fear heading to Anfield to take on Liverpool in their first Premier League fixture of the season. Yes, that is Daniel Falk talking. Yes, the Falk led Norwich back to the top flight as championship winners in 2018-2019. And the Canaries' opening top flight outing will come against Liverpool. Yes, quoting him, says it's an exciting game for our supporters and the whole club. We are not naive. We know it's probably the toughest fixture you can get on your first game. They have an unbelievable stadium, world-class players, and a manager, and they'll be desperate to get their party started. But we are not scared. We want to play best teams. We've worked extremely hard for this opportunity to be competitive against the top teams in the country, and we will be greedy to bring our football onto the pitch. We don't want to just enjoy the top teams. We want to reward our supporters with good football and good results. We are focused on the job. Now we also face Chelsea and City in opening 5 games, but Fark has full confidence in his side's ability to go toe-to-toe with the Premier League heavyweights. Quoting him, he says, I don't want to analyze the fixtures too much. You never know when is the best moment to play each team. We have a tough start against some of the best teams in Europe, and it's a big task for my young team because they are greedy to succeed. We want to win points against the best, and I think we will learn a lot from our first few games. There's also told that Slaven Bilic has been appointed West Brom's new head coach. The Croatian, who was in charge of West Ham in this Premier League from 2015 to 2017, has signed a 2-year deal with the Baggies. West Brom missed out on promotion from the Championship after they lost on penalties to Aston Villa in the playoffs. They sacked Darren Moore in March, with James Shaw taking charge of for the rest of the season. I'm delighted with this opportunity, of course, Bilic told West Brom's officials website. Bilic, who is 50 years old, previously spent 6 years in charge of Croatia, who reached the quarterfinals at Euro 2008 under his leadership.
My speed and my strength give me the power to win. We're flying higher to the top.
Yes, let's also tell you that Arsenal's Lucas Torreira has acknowledged he is finding it difficult to enjoy life in England following his move from Sampdoria, having impressed for Uruguay at the World Cup in